Hey everyone, it's Linda Lukovic here from Balance Point Health Center. Just hopping on to talk a little bit about bugs. Just the other weekend, we were out on a hiking weekend, and my sister came home, and it was like the day after, and she found a tick on her hairline. Super gross. So we've all heard stories like that. It turns out it wasn't really the bad kind of ticks. It was one from a dog, so it didn't really hurt her at all. It didn't carry Lyme, no worries there. But it's definitely on all of our minds, right? There are certain areas, especially around Ontario in Canada, that have a really high incidence of Lyme carrying ticks. So what I'm going to talk a little bit about are some natural approaches to addressing not only ticks, but also mosquitoes and any of those pesky bugs that are out in this at this time of year, especially with that increased dampness. So there are lots of studies on PubMed that have been testing essential oils and their effectiveness on bug prevention. So I'm going to talk about a couple of those. So one of the most popular blends is actually a proprietary blend called TerraShield, and from doTERRA. doTERRA is the highest quality essential oil out there, very potent and pure. So you want to make sure that you're diluting them down if you are using the essential oils. TerraShield is a blend that contains a couple of things, like arbor vitae. You may have heard of that. That is from a tree out west, and it does repel insects. It also has eucalyptus and lemon, as well as a couple other things. Cedarwood, you may have heard of cedarwood used in bug spray, and also eucalyptus. You'll hear that a lot in bug spray. But what I want to do is I want to ramp this up to help prevent ticks also. So some of the best oils for tick prevention are eucalyptus and lemongrass, and also lavender. So I like to open up the lid of this blend and add those three oils as well into this blend, just for extra protection. This blend is diluted down in fractionated coconut oil, so it's really safe to use on the skin as well as the clothing and even on your little ones. For babies under one, what I recommend is that you spray this on their clothing. So if they have a hat, spray it on their hat, spray it on their clothing, and just keep it away from the skin when they're really young. With pets, you can absolutely spray it on their fur, and as well as along the collar if they have a collar on, and that's fantastic for keeping those bugs away. Now, the one thing you want to pay attention to is essential oils do evaporate pretty quickly if they're not diluted down. So that's one of the reasons we dilute, so it goes inside. Always remember that everything goes on your skin, goes in your skin. And one of the interesting things about DEET is that if you read the label, it says that it's safe to put on your skin, but not so much your clothes. But kind of makes you think, right? So although DEET has been proven to work very well for ticks and mosquitoes, not a lot of us want to put that on our skin. We choose not to. And so there are some other natural options out there. What I would recommend is that you apply a little bit more frequently if you're using essential oils, because they don't last quite as long as DEET would. So give it a try. These work really great. You can also do your own DIY recipe with some of the oils that I mentioned, just using your own spray bottle. When I make my own, I put the straight potent essential oils in there. So for a bottle about this size, I would use 20 drops of each of those three oils I mentioned, put a little bit of witch hazel that helps it to emulsify. And you can even add apple cider vinegar, and that really helps as well if you don't mind the smell of that. Otherwise, you would top it up with water or fractionated coconut oil, maybe even a little bit of both. And it works as a great spray. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, let me know. And we do have these products available at the office, so just give us a ring if you're interested. Chat soon.